Alrighty, so good morning, everybody. Today I am with a special guest. We got Vance Weber. If you could just give an introduction for yourself and let everybody know where you're from and what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, hi. My name is Vance Weber. I'm from Wolseley, and I'm the media representative for the Wolseley Sports Celebrity Dinner that we have coming up October 19th out here in Wolseley.
Alrighty, I appreciate that. So, weather's been beautiful though. Like before we get into the show, it's just been nice. We've had a nice fall and everything. So,
Yeah, you know what? You can't pay for weather like this, helping out the farmers with their harvest, but more importantly, we all get to enjoy that sun as well, which is amazing.
alrighty. Okay, so well, I got a couple questions here as we get the interview set up already now. So my first question here, I would like, where is the event scheduled and to take place?
Yeah, so it's going to be happening in Wolseley on October 19th. We're hosting it at our Sportsplex. Our decorating committee's been doing an amazing job so that it doesn't look like just a big old boring arena. It's actually going to look pretty sharp. Tickets are $100, and with that, you get a $65 tax receipt. There's a meal and some wine included. We've got a great lineup of guests. Rod Peterson is our MC, I should say. And then we've got Lauren Mullican, who is a former Chicago Blackhawks coach and well known throughout the WHL. He's got Pat's roots, which I know is important to you. And then we also have Bob Poley, who in Saskatchewan likely needs no introduction. He's an amazing rider, legend, and a great speaker. And then we also have Paralympic hurler Gil Dash, who's from Kipling. He's got a really unique voice, and looking forward to hearing his stories as well.
All right, for sure. That's some very good information there today on this big event, guys. So I guess you said like you'll be held in like a Wolseley area. Is it just like a little like Cineplex kind of, like a little room kind of, a bar?
Yeah,
Or...
it's in our sportsplex, so our hockey arena, and we're dressing it up so it doesn't particularly look like a hockey arena
Yeah.
while you're there. We have some very creative types who are working hard to do that, and it should look great. But it is in our arena, the Wolseley Sportsplex. So if you're interested in going, throw that into Google Maps, and away you go. It'll take you right here.
For sure. And second one here, I guess. Well, we got the second one covered. So now the third one here, event format. What type of sporting events will be featured, etc.? Games, tournaments, skills challenge. What else will be going on there, I guess?
Well, so we're going to be listening to sports legends be interviewed and tell their stories. Some of them will be very amusing. It's an adults only one, so you might hear the occasional swear word, but however, it will be good times to be had. We're actually also going to be having both a silent and live auction to help raise funds. Like all these funds are going to be going to help our ice plant project. That is tied in from, I don't know if you remember when we first met, it was Craft Hockeyville.
Yep, correct.
Exactly. This is an extension of that fundraising project. We're not there yet, but this sports celebrity dinner will really help us get a lot further down that road of our goals.
For sure. And then you said for the MC selection there, we have Rod Peterson, and who else there?
Well, Rod Peterson is the MC, and I tell you, he is an amazing speaker and a great guy, right? I guess I'm going to be doing the very first introduction, but then from there, you don't have to listen to me anymore. You're going to listen to the professionals talk, right? Actually, one other person I didn't mention, his name is Larry Mueller, who is a local football legend within Regina, father of current Riders offensive coordinator. And he's got some great stories as well. But more importantly, he's going to be doing our live auction and pumping up the silent auction bids.
Okay, for sure. That's very interesting there. And then for the special guest there, will there be like any notable athletes or like celebrities attending this event or?
Well, Lord Mullican, very well known Chicago Blackhawks coach, as well as other levels too. He spent some time with the Blades, the Pats. He's known throughout the WHL, and he's a really good guy. And he's actually related to some local people, so it's going to be a family reunion of sorts for them as well. He's a wonderful human being.
All right.
Yeah, Bob Poley, of course. I don't know if you've ever heard him before. I have.
I am not.
Oh, well, you know what? You should get yourself a ticket, my friend, because he is worth the admission alone. He has great stories and he's always amusing, and just a big, great guy with a big heart. And then Gil Dash, he's going to bring a little bit more local flair. Like I said, he's from Kipling, and he's got a very unique story to share, and it's from a different perspective as well. So that will be good. And he is actually a Paralympic curler. So another sports celebrity we got here.
All right. Now for the guest engagement, how will the MC and the special guests interact with the audience?
Well, the biggest interaction will be Larry Mueller. So I guess I'm glad you're letting me warn the audience because he's the character. So as he's conducting that auction, I'm certain he will also be interacting a lot with the crowd. Right off the hop, we're actually going to be auctioning off the privilege of having Rod Peterson sit at your table for the meal. The meal goes from 6 to 7. Our doors open at 5. So cocktails 5 to 6, and then 6 to 7 is the meal. And just before the meal, we're going to auction, like I said, Rod Peterson off to sit with you. So that'll be a high level of interaction for that lucky table as well. And we will allow people to ask some questions throughout the evening as well of our celebrities. So it will be like a bit of a Q&A, which is cool.
That's good. That's good. All right, now we get into the promotion and marketing side. Number 7 here. What marketing strategies are being used to promote this event?
Well, actually, the first way we promoted it, believe it or not, was at the tail end of Craft Hockeyville. We were a finalist. We got a lot of media exposure on radio, television, newspaper, and also amazing podcasts like yours. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we first met. So that was the start of it. But then we switched over into the sponsorship mode, and we reached out to a bunch of different companies with different levels of sponsorship. And thankfully, Brant is going to be our head sponsor for this. And they stepped up big time, and we couldn't have done it without them. We've also got a lot of other solid sponsors. In fact, all in, our sponsorships are just over 80,000, which is amazing for a small community. And it's all very humbling that Saskatchewan has gotten so far behind us with this sponsorship. It's amazing. And I guess from that, we're still doing radio and television and podcasts and newspapers.
No, that's really awesome for sure, for everybody to hear like your guys' side and stuff, like how to, get to know about this event, and definitely like where you can hear it from for sure. Number 8 here, for media coverage, will there be any local media or press coverage at this event?
Yeah, so we got a couple of different newspapers that are going to be showing up. Global TV expressed interest in potentially coming out. Not guaranteed they'll be there because there is also an election going on, and well, that's kind of important.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we do also have a couple of media teams from companies coming out to film some highlights. We do have a big announcement that is a surprise that's coming, that's going to be happening that night. And that company's team will be coming out to videotape some stuff. So there will be media presence there. Not massive, but there will be some.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. And then for sponsorships and partnerships, are there opportunities for local businesses to sponsor this event?
The response on the sponsorship side has been nothing short of amazing. I would be hard pressed to find a local business that hasn't stepped above and beyond what we normally do for this. So locally, it's been amazing, but honestly, throughout Saskatchewan, like I said, a town of 850 people has gotten $80,000 worth of sponsorships. That is that's almost $1,000 per person in town, or that's sorry, 100, not 1,000. My apologies.
Yeah,
The way that was 1,000. Sorry, $100 per person in town. That's incredible for a community like this size in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that's big for sure. Yeah. And then for partnerships, are there any organizations partnering with us for this event?
Well, our head sponsor, as I mentioned before, is Brant, and I really feel like they've become a partner. They're a really good company that cares about local initiatives and supporting communities. And we've reached out to their media team, and they've reached out to us, and we've interacted with them a lot. There's also some really good local companies like Vail or that have helped out, and we're going to get them the opportunity. They're a big sponsor as well, and they're providing us with a little video clip of their interaction. Cornerstone Credit Union, another amazing company that's going to be has stepped up as a partnership. Ram Construction. We've got some local farmers. We call them the Beaver Brothers in town. They're just some good farmers that are helping out and volunteering at high levels. And Two Century Farm is another farm group locally that's done an amazing job. And we're so thankful for those partnerships. From a volunteer perspective, honestly, there's so many people in town that have volunteered for this, both from organizational and like selling tickets and whatnot. I don't know that there's an organization that hasn't helped out, whether it's like the recreation group or the multi-sport club that does triathlons in town, or the horticultural group has a couple of people coming. Like an artist guild has donated some art. Like the support has been amazing.
That's good to hear for sure. And then for like the fundraising goals, what is the fundraising goal for the event?
Well, so when we walked in, we talked about having two different goals: low end 50,000, high end 100,000. If we hit 50, we're happy. If we hit 100, we are laughing, like just ecstatic. Right now, we are projecting to be in between those two goals, and it really is going to be down to the auction and donations evening of to see how close to 100,000 we get. We can firmly expect 75, I feel, between ticket sales, sponsorships, after costs and everything. So it's going to be up to our auction. And we've got some pretty amazing auction items. Our local historian, Steven Scriver, has donated 15 different signed sports cards. So there's a high quality Lanny McDonald signed sports card from, I don't remember the year, but it's valued alone at $250. So that's an amazing donation. Daryl Sittler rookie card, I believe, signed, sealed, mint. That's there. So if you've got a Leafs fan for whatever reason, that's of interest to you. We got Ray Bourque, signed Ray Bourque, sealed from the Bruins. So if you're a Bruins fan, I mean, the quality here is amazing. We've got a signed Packers John Ryan helmet that's going to be there. Mentioned the local art guild. So we have an artist in town. His name's Chris Steiniger. He's actually a graphic novelist, and one of his books, Silver Fang, has sold over 1 million copies worldwide. He's donating one of his early works of art, and he's fairly internationally known as an artist for auction. So who knows how high that could go. We've got a gold chain worth over $2,500. That's up for auction. So we might make 10, 15,000 from the auction. Who knows? So we're creeping towards that 100,000. It's a lot of words to say our goal is 100,000. I'm hoping we get there. Sorry.
No, for sure. That'd be awesome. Yes, I'd be proud of you guys for sure. And then how will the raised funds be allocated to support the hockey rink? I know you sort of like dove into it, but.
So our ice plant's on year 44 of a 25-year build. Wolseley cares a lot about its properties. It takes really good care of them. We've got the oldest courthouse in the Northwest Territories, and I said that on purpose because that tells you how old it is. At one point, I believe it was considered to be the place for the trial of Louis Riel before it was moved into Regina. So that puts it at 1888 as operational. So, and it's still in good order. It needs some work, but I mean, we care about our stuff. Our town hall graced the cover of the Heritage Society magazine. So that's why we've managed to get 44 years out of a 25-year ice plant, but we need to replace it. And all of these funds are going towards that ice plant project so we can keep the kids and adults of this town skating.
For sure. Yes, definitely. Everybody wants to do hockey, especially this time of the year. Once it's already that hockey season, with NHL just kicking off yesterday. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Hockey's a big part of it, but we actually also have a figure skating club that is a prime user of our facility. And you would be amazed when we have open skate days. Sometimes we've got like 100 people on that ice just skating around, enjoying the facility, not playing hockey. So it's an important cultural hub to this community as well.
It's very good for sure. Especially if you got nothing better to do, go for a little nice skate with some friends or family. You got that right.
I couldn't agree with you more. Every year our Lions hold a Christmas party there. Our Lions Club in town, very active group in town that's also helping this event out as well. They hold a Christmas party, and I tell you, man, it's jammed in there for kids waiting to sit on Santa's knees, get their candy and hot chocolate, and go for a skate on the rink.
Yeah, that's just the best, like for the younger kids too. And then for the volunteer needs, are there volunteer opportunities available for this event?
For sure. We do have a few spots that aren't full yet. So if you have an urgent desire to volunteer, 306-698-7337 is my cell number. I'll find you a home if we have any open. But most of them are filled. Like I said, this community has really, really stepped up. And we've got volunteers manning almost every single position. We're 10 days away from the event and having every slot almost filled. It's a good feeling.
All right, and then for the tickets and stuff, how can people still get tickets if they want to come to this event still?
Yeah, I believe we have about 50 left for sale still at this point. Once again, call my number 306-698-7337, and I can provide you information with how to pay. Or you can email directly town of Wolseley at sastel.net, and they will be able to sell you a ticket as well. That's our town office. They accept e-transfers and also credit cards over the phone.
All right, and then will there be any activity for families or children during this event?
So this is 1 second. I'm sorry. My apologies.
No worries.
This is a 19 plus event. 1 second.
No worries. You need water for the show next time.
Sorry.
Comes in handy.
Yeah. This is a 19 plus event. So it's adults only, so the kids won't be allowed to attend, unfortunately.
No worries, for sure. And then also, I guess, how will the success of the event be measured and communicated to participate and sponsors?
Yeah, so we've been tracking this very carefully. We're tracking it financially and also from engagement perspectives. And once we do have our final wind-up meeting, which will probably be a week or two after the event, depending on everybody's schedule. We'll be compiling our lists, showing how much funds was raised, how many people attended, further outreach through media sources such as yourselves, and showing the multiple levels of value that we've provided to our sponsors and to our guests. And we're hoping that we are providing a good enough value that this will be a successful event year in, year out. This is our first kick at the can. So hopefully there's no big bugs that we miss and that we can provide an excellent event. And I think we will.
And then are there plans for similar events in the future?
Yeah, we are going to try to make this, as I just mentioned, an annual event. We feel we've already made a success out of it, and it's only going to get bigger and better every year. I do know that some of our sponsors, whether it's Brandt or the other ones that I mentioned, our head sponsor is Brandt, as I said, have talked about already making it a ongoing event, and that's amazing.
That is amazing for sure. But yes, I guess for the people that cannot attend the event, is there a way that this will be like published on a YouTube site or a streaming platform if people cannot come out or make the event?
I wish we would have had this conversation about 2 months ago. Then we would have had the time for that. Right now we don't have the technical capacity. That's a really good idea for next year. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll bring that before the committee when we meet on Tuesday. So thank you for that.
No, for sure. And you said that was October 19th, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Unfortunately, I got a hockey game that day. Regina Pats play.
Oh, there you go.
It's just the type of the schedule, unfortunately.
Well, let's hope the Pats win like we win that night. Big.
Let's hope so. Hey, both everybody's gonna win. Pats win, the event's gonna win.
Right on, my man.
All right, but yeah, I guess we're gonna do our closing thoughts. So, any final words you got to say to the viewers or listeners that will be watching this on YouTube, Facebook, all the social media platforms where people can contact you, and what you enjoyed
Yeah.
about this show?
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's really nice of you to give us this time to present our community throughout the world, really, because podcasts have that can't have that kind of reach. And we're looking forward to having a very fun and profitable evening. And I think we're giving a lot of value for what you're spending. And yeah, just hope to see you there. And let's go Wolseley, go Pats, go.
All right, appreciate that. So yeah, like you said, that's going to conclude the interview for today. But thank you for everybody listening and watching this. This will be premiered on the channel here pretty shortly here. And we'll send it out to you, the link. And if you guys want to post this, or if you guys want to put this on your bait screen or whatever, I know you said the friggin' technology isn't quite there. If you guys had like a Baitron or something, you guys could put it on or something. That'd be cool. But yeah, thank you again for spending the time and doing this interview. And good luck to the Regina Pats and the Wolseley fans and sports teams and people in this event. So,
Thank you very much for your time, Jeff.
all right, thank you guys. Have a good day and beautiful weather again. Like I said, it's fall already. Feels good.
100%. Okay.